You're listening to Radio Multiverse.
Space, the ultimate frontier. These are the voyages of the heroic space captain, Buck Butchers, and his intrepid space crew. Their mission, to seek out new aliens to punch. To smooch as many space babes as possible. To boldly blow up what no one has blown up before!
And we're back to Radio Multiverse RPG, and we're ready for more adventures in space in STARRPG. So let's get into it.
Right, you approach Earth, where there is an alien awaiting. An alien that has enraged the great Lagarian Empire and sent a bloodthirsty, ferocious battle fleet to go to Earth and tear it apart, bit by bleeding bit, until they find that guy.
Oh, brother.
And if you find him first, you get to dance with a Lagarian space pirate queen.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
I'm probably just gonna leave her at the altar.
Altar.
Alter. Is that a synonym for bed?
Let's not dwell on the perversities of our little group. And let's get straight to the science bit.
Yes!
How are you going to find the guy?
Alright. So I get the entire
We're
command crew
threaten
together?
to blow up the planet.
No! That's not the answer for everything. And I actually assume the command crew is more than 3 people, or is the command crew really 3 people?
Well, the most talkative are you three, but there's also the medic. There's also the medic and the supply
science
officer,
guy.
and supporting cast.
Chief science guy.
The other guy.
Yes, and other guys.
I want the chief scientist to be some sort of a cyclops.
She's now a Cyclops.
That
Great.
works.
The chief scientist. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, everybody. Here's the plan. We need to scan the planet Earth as quickly as possible to fight this mysterious alien. Mr. Silver,
Yes, sir.
I assume our scanning probes are indetectable by primitive Earth means. Is that correct?
It is. And if it isn't, I'll eat my hat.
Okay, GM, is he right to assume that they're indetectable
Yes.
by Earth,
He-
by primitive Earth means?
He just
Yeah.
declared a story detail, and I'm not going to ask for a rocket point. So yes, it is
Okay.
true.
All
Yes,
right,
you
then.
can declare story details in this
Perfect.
game. Awesome, right?
I want you to launch a full volley of scanning probes to cover as much surface of the planet Earth as possible. We need to cover as much scanning ground as we possibly can.
Let me
Me-
use my science.
Mainly target
Strange.
habitable habitats, not like oceans. He's probably not hiding in the ocean, right?
Who says?
I mean, you have an aquatic crew member. It's sitting right next to you. He's got tentacles.
Unless, of course, you think you can cover the entire planet with all of our probes.
What exactly are they looking for? Maybe I can narrow it down by... I probably can already eliminate a primitive life form that lives there, if human species.
We are looking for an intelligent life form that's not a human. Well, then again, let's just narrow it down to an intelligent life form, period.
That's not
We ha-
human. That leaves the dolphins, the mice.
No, it's obvious that the humans aren't really that intelligent, so...
Scans have found that dolphins are more intelligent than humans.
That's interesting.
according
Same thing goes
to
for the mice. They're actually the dominant species on the Earth.
and Captain,
Handsome?
Earth is bombarding our senses with chaos. What do we do, sir?
What?
Bring order.
How dare they? Ray
Should-
shields!
Let's blow them up.
Should I put it on the main screen, sir?
No, first try to isolate the signal and see just what they're up to.
All right.
I will see what I can do, sir.
All right. Roll me a quick science. Just
There's
science.
no
Wasn't
such
aware.
thing as quick science. Ooh, science a 5.
Okay. This attack seems to be it is weird. It's like they're trying to blast all your senses with all manner of sounds and sights to try and trigger to trigger your systems or something like that. It's very unfocused, like they don't know where your communications relays are, and it is actually coming from about hundreds places on Earth.
Some sort of primitive attempt to overload our senses. Perhaps they're trying to hypnotize us. I wasn't aware that the human race was already so advanced that they could detect our presence.
They're not, sir. Let me just focus all those signals to our audio sensors and see what they're actually trying to do.
But be on your guard.
Yes, he does that.
Okay. It dices, it slices, it can chop anything in half. Then, if you
What?
buy this magnificent knife, you will not only get the Chopped Master 5000, but also this full array of novelty barbecue utensils. Buy now!
It
know
almost
we're
sounds
trying to-
like they're trying to. The planet Earth is trying to sell us something.
Yes,
I
so it
told
seems.
you, Jim. I didn't know he would be there with the buffalo. How could I know? I'm innocent. I swear to you, I never touched the buffalo. I'm sorry, Grace, but you haven't been straight with me, and I'm gonna have to let you go. Oh, I'm so sorry, but you just missed the golden opportunity to win this magnificent, beautiful island in the sea.
What is... Mr.
And it
Silver,
continues on.
mute. Put it on mute.
Yes, sir. Mute.
What's the meaning of this? Almost sounds like they're trying to sell us something.
I
Sir.
believe if my calculations are correct, they are all separate transmissions coming to us at once, but they do not mean us any harm. It's just our technology is not calibrated to filter it out. Now they are.
I see. Good
Sir.
work, Mr. Silver. Yes.
I think I know what is going on.
Please enlighten me, and I hope it does not involve blowing up the planet Earth.
They are attempting to chop us in half with a man called Buffalo, and put our ship on an island on the sea, so that they can study us.
Actually, can I just reasonably assume something, or is my mind that alien that I need to use science to figure this out?
It's that alien.
No, I'm asking Dawa.
Mm,
Come on, Dow.
for the sake of
Basically, I knew their TV transmissions, but am I so alien I can't figure that out? That these are sort of like entertainment.
you can figure out that this is you can figure out with a bit of thought that this is indeed entertainment. I'm not going to drag this on as long
okay.
as possible. So yeah,
I think
after a
this
bit
is-
of double checking, you double check, and yeah, it's in entertainment.
This is a little bit similar to some of our holovid channels, right? I mean, obviously more primitive, and the signals are more diluted and unfocused, but I suppose it's similar to that. Nothing to worry about.
Sir,
But-
if you want to, I can send out a reactive pulse that will shut down all their systems. It is causing minor interference to
No,
ours.
no, that's not necessary. Just calibrate our systems to just ignore all their random transmissions.
Bah.
Although I am curious to find out what was up with that buffalo.
I'll have it on audio.
Yes, just save it for later study.
I am recording it with the computer, sir.
Excellent.
You also, as head of engineering, you also know that the science team, the sociologists and anthropologists, are actually recording every bit of information that's coming off this planet. Since, they're here to study the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Our sensors guy is the ensign, right?
Yes,
All right.
always the
Ensign!
answer.
Ensign!
Yes, sir.
Fire a full spread of sensor probes to cover the entire planet Earth. Make it so.
Your will, sir.
Okay, has anybody noticed all of our ensigns are now Porky Pig?
Well, I've noticed that since the first time.
No, I thought it was.
And it's not
just
Porky
one
Pig, it's
ensign.
Ensign Bob.
Yes, Bob the Bauerschwein.
Bob the Pirate.
He apparently does everything else on the ship.
Mhm.
It's an extended family. Bob is a honorable name.
Yep.
Good
Bob
Bob, killer
1, Bob
Rangers.
2, Bob 3,
And they're
Bob
all an
4,
ensign.
Bob 5.
They're all ensigns.
Well, Bauerschweins. Of course they're ensigns.
Hmm.
Now, okay, with a foomph, 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 the entire Earth is covered in a net of probes, all pointing towards the Earth's surface, and they start scanning.
Excellent.
Roll me a science to see if you can cut through the interference of all of the useless transmissions.
I'm gonna help.
It's a 3.
I can aid, right?
Yes, you can. Roll it.
Rolling.
Rolling.
Oh
Actually, you're here.
my! I think I'm just getting in the way. No, push that button. Push that button. I get a -1.
Sir, please stop.
No, I got a plan. I think I figured it out.
He fires a few probes at the surface.
Oops.
Well, it wasn't, it was only Roswell, so it would be fine.
They won't notice the difference. After all, they haven't even noticed what they did to their moon yet.
And another one in Tunguska. Oh, I'm sure nothing will happen there.
I got an average on my science.
Oh, I got a good one. I go like, oops, I made a wrong scan at Albuquerque.
Actually,
Wow. Just wow, Ramses.
one of the probes detects that the phrase "I took a wrong scan at Albuquerque" almost catches a subroutine somewhere in the primitive, primitive communication system. That sentence almost did something.
Weird.
Yes, almost. However, after a lot of scanning, you find that there are actually a couple of aliens on the surface.
What?
Yeah, one of them is Lagarian.
Beam them all up, Scotty.
One of them
sure
is
you would?
probably Alphys.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, they didn't have commercials like that back in the 50s or 60s.
No, we need to. I need to know more details. Isolate those signals so we know exactly what kind of aliens we're dealing with.
Yes, sir.
Various aliens, I'm not going to detail them quite properly, but after further study shows you that something very interesting about the Lagarian. He's got a unique DNA marker, marking him to
I
be.
think I know where this is going.
Yes, do tell. Be cleverer
It's the
than a
Easter
DM.
Bunny. It's the Easter Bunny.
Almost close. It is unique. It's a genetic marker that is unique to the Lagarian Imperial throne.
Oh,
Yes.
royalty.
Wait, he's
Yes.
a prince? Seriously?
Yes. Somebody down there is royalty. And as you know, the Lagarians are, a little iffy about their royalty. The fact that
Easter Prince.
That explains why the pirates are here. They probably want him as ransom. For ransom.
Indeed. However, there's no record of any Lagarian royalty being anywhere near this sector.
So
They're
this
all
is
accounted for.
This is clearly the person we're looking for.
Yes. Yes, it is.
All right,
Should
Mr.
we-
Silver, can you isolate
Should we
his signal
prep?
and get a
Yes.
transporter lock on him?
Bah.
Is that yes?
Yeah, he can. Let's move things along. I was going to do a stealth mission in here, but time. You managed to catch him.
All right, bring him aboard.
Yes.
One special effect later with indeed the
Yeah, I think our
beaming aboard.
transporter, instead of the light show, just needs to go poof.
Indeed. And then you see the teleporter coughing and sputting go.
You,
And then
sir,
there
are
is-
under arrest.
Oh yes, of course.
see-
I ordered them for a full security detail to go down to the transporter booth, of course.
Yeah, of course, so that the fugitive can be encaptured. And out of the smoke, you see you see two long ears, a lanky silhouette that stands tall at about 4.5, 5 feet. Yeah, did I mention that? Yes, lanky, with relatively broad shoulders, but not as barrel-chested as you expect Lagarians to be. And out of the smoke steps a Lagarian, a gray-furred Lagarian, in a strange sort of black and white suit, with some sort of adornment around his neck. He looks everybody up and down and goes, what's up, fellas?
Oh,
Congratulations.
my God.
You know what?
We found Bugs Bunny.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna shoot him.
No! No!
Yeah,
You
shoot.
shoot him, I'll throw you out of the airlock.
You can try.
Hello,
Some-
sir. I am Captain Buck Butchers of the United Space Alliance vessels.
Ingenious
Yeah, that's all
endeavor.
Space Quack.
Yes, I know.
No, Space Quack. Wait, what? Did he just say I know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye out on transmissions. Haven't you?
Ah, I see. Well, what exactly are you doing on this planet? Explain yourself.
Well, I would, but I don't like all the guns pointed at me, especially this one. And he pokes the ray gun in the tentacles of Chorus Luftikin that are pressing against his temple. Could
I
we
I
talk?
didn't actually say I would shoot him. I was kidding.
Oh,
It
right.
was a joke.
Please try to preface your human with the humor prefix.
Sorry.
Thank you. And can we talk somewhere a little bit less gun crowded?
Well, you are.
Very well. Follow me to the briefing room. But Lufterkin, keep several guns pointed at him.
We have a briefing room.
Yes, sir.
Well,
And
that's
you
where
see
we have.
Lutrikin pull. You see Lutrikin pull 4 different handguns from his suit and hold them with each of his tentacles as he follows.
Exactly why I'm so afraid of harmless little me. And he grins with his shark-like grin.
Well, you are a Lagarian, so yeah, best take precautions.
I am? I am? No one told me that. I always thought I was human.
You're kidding, right?
Yeah, you got me, Captain.
So yeah, we take him to the briefing room.
Right,
And go
and there he
have a
goes.
briefing.
Well, what's the situation, Captain?
Well, at present, a huge, immeasurably large Lagarian war fleet is advancing on the planet Earth, and they'll probably blow everything to smithereens. Do you know something about that?
No. I mean, my birthday was a while ago. I sent everybody cards, but, people never can make time for a birthday. It's probably since it's such an out-of-the-way place.
Could it perhaps be that you're hiding on the planet Earth and you're trying to get away from your people?
Maybe. I mean...
And perhaps they misunderstood the situation and they think you're being kept on the planet Earth against your will.
That depends. Who is leading the fleet?
No clue, but apparently it's the entire fleet, so probably the head kahuna.
They're arriving tomorrow.
Then it's best for us not to be here, is it? Why don't we just skedaddle?
Also, the Queen Kiralik, the pirate queen, is here as well, and she's just dying to meet you.
Yes, that gives a response. He recognizes the name, and he winces a little. Ah, her. Let's be honest, Captain. We kind of depart on the wrong paw, as it were. Is there any chance that you could, forget you ever saw me?
Not really, because we are on the verge of galactic war, after all, and I think you're to be blamed. Can you perhaps, enlighten us to the situation? Why exactly is this fleet coming here?
Yeah,
who are you?
think... Well, you don't recognize me? I'm on coins. Well, small coins. Before I was ostracized, but, I was on coins.
Do you recognize me, perhaps? Straightens his jacket.
Richard.
Not quite.
No, Richard's right here.
Just wondering when he gets to shoot Bugs Bunny in the face.
Well, then, don't be surprised if I don't know who you are, because you obviously have been living in a cave for a couple of years.
Yeah, Earth is kind of like that. It was fun, though. Fun cave. Yes, my name is let's see. What do we? Jartosis. They call me Bugs back dirt side. Call me Bugs.
And what exactly are you doing on Earth?
Thinking, meditating, developing a new lifestyle for the Lagarian Empire.
He thinks he's Buddha.
No, seriously, what are you doing there?
Studying people. You know what is so very interesting about humans? They are just as aggressive as Lagarians. I mean, think of it. Yeah, definitely. We have how many species does the International the United Space Alliance know? Hundreds, right?
Right.
How many are just as aggressive as Lagarians, and exactly the same way?
A couple.
You being quirky, I would understand that, but no, there's a huge difference between different types of aggression. I mean, the Trandoshans, they battle for different reasons. They battle for different reasons. They want to free themselves through violence. Lagarians, they relish the challenge. big difference in the sort of aggression.
Alright, we don't need to hear your entire song and dance. Just cut to the chase. How were you staying on planet Earth, and how was it that they were accepting you?
By natural good looks.
No, seriously. You look completely different. If these humans are so warlike and aggressive, why didn't they kill you on sight?
I got my hands on some Fulian technology. He taps his shoulder belt, and he turns in, and he looks like a human. Neat, huh?
I see.
Yes.
Oh, well,
So
now that you're here, we should give you back to your people so we can avert the war.
One moment. You know what? The actual reason, I was being totally honest with you. I'm here to study to see if I can turn the Lagarians into a peaceful people. I mean, how many wars have we started? How many?
A lot.
Yeah. And how much is it worth to you, Captain Buck Butchers, to be the one that stops the Lagarian aggression from being a problem?
So you're telling me if I just leave you here, the problem will solve itself?
Oh, no. The Lagarians will come for me. The Lagarians will actually come to planet Earth anyway. The thing is, if you bring me to the right Lagarian warship, they will. There's still a few people loyal to, well, me. And if you bring me to that ship, I can try and usher in a new era of peace.
So what you're trying to say to me is you don't want me to give you to the pirates?
Oh, no. Of course not.
Right. I think we're gonna go have a friend with our little friend, the Admiral.
You're Admiral,
Actually,
right?
we can just open a channel to USA Head Command right here in the briefing room, right? We don't need to head to the bridge.
Yes, definitely. Yes, you have a terminal for that.
Alright, let me open a comm channel to the Admiral. Let's just see what he has to say about this.
Yes. Well, then, of course,
Yes,
the meeting, the
priority
screen
one
goes up.
message and stuff. Priority 1.
All right. You see the Admiral just standing there with his mouth open, ready to eat a space sandwich. Yes, Captain Buck Butchers.
Admiral, I've good news. I have not only ascertained why the Lagarian warfleet is heading for Earth, I've also found the reason for it, and he's sitting right next to me. Do you recognize this Lagarian man, perhaps? And I point to Bugs.
Yes, it is. It has been a long time. But yes, he does look familiar. Let me run facial recognition.
Apparently he's royalty.